Yeah, okay. So let's get right into it today. Yeah, podcasts.
Wait, what?
I was waiting for one of you guys to make a D's nuts joke. A D's nuts joke, but
Haha, pee-pee.
Oh, I mean, I guess.
Got him. Haha. You made pee-pee joke.
all right. Yeah, so this week we have a wide variety of things to talk about, but I wouldn't say anything really stands above anything. I mean, maybe the Nick thing does, but aside from that, there's a lot of stuff to talk about, and a lot of it's really mid shit to talk about. Because Gamescom this year, kind of boring. Kind of really boring. All we got were confirmations of delays that disappointed people, aka Horizon Forbidden West, and games that we either have seen no gameplay footage of or that are just disappointing. And that's about it.
I don't know. There was some big news that happened. Blue Dragon Part 2 got 1,000 views.
Shit, you know what that means, dude. Blue Dragon Part 3 is on the
Stop propagandizing everything. I can't do it.
You were the one that said if it gets to 1,000 views, it gets a Part 3. What do you mean?
Okay.
We didn't make this promise.
Said,
you did.
Like we made the deal.
I didn't think it was ever gonna happen. But y'all just started listening to what I asked and watched my other reviews. God damn it.
I can't believe it. They had it. Listening.
Yeah. I mean, legit though, I'm actually very shocked because just out of nowhere in the last couple weeks, most of my views have been for a very long time were just dumped in the same 3 or 4 Xenoblade videos for years. That's where everyone kept coming back and going into the views for. But lately, it's just there's been a lot of people just every day watching my other review videos now, and it's genuinely surprised me. Like even my my Xenoblade 1 review or my my definitive edition review video is at 1,000 views. I think it reached finally too. So thanks people for watching them.
Woo!
I appreciate it.
Next week, Blue Dragon Part 3.
I give it
Tom,
3 days.
You didn't pick up at all over there. Well, you picked up on the Squidward thing. Yeah. Yeah. I think before then you were talking, but I didn't.
Yeah, I know. I know that. I just accepted the fact my microphone doesn't pick up half the shit I say anymore.
Because you have a Blue Yeti, right?
Yes.
You have to go into the settings on Discord and change some stuff, but
yeah.
I don't really. I could. I totally could. You're right. I could, but am I gonna?
Fair.
But yeah. I mean, what the one big video that's gotten a huge glow up lately that I'm happy about is the last story review I did. That video is at 7K views right now. I'm actually kind of shocked. It might end up being my most popular video, when all's said and done, if I don't get any bigger than I am now. Because that video's at that video's gained a lot of traction, and it's destined to go over the 11,000 views that my Lorithia video is at this point.
It's almost like if someone's watching this or any of your videos, they should click subscribe to help, contribute and make your channel grow. Also click the like button, because clicking the like button helps this video circulate throughout the YouTube algorithm.
Yes.
And it gets more views and it supports the creator.
Thanks, Tom. Well, very well put.
I like totals.
and I'm working on more review videos too. And I guess that includes Blue Dragon Part 3. I guess I gotta go through my old drafts and start repiecing together my opinions on that fucking game. I mean, I guess I can just throw it on my fucking Xbox now too. Yeah. But I'm working on the World Ends With You video. I'm working on other game related videos. I have been for a while. I kind of disappointed myself by being a fucking JRPG YouTuber, because now I have to finish like video games that are 50 to 100 hours long, and then I have to fucking figure out how to dissect those extremely large experiences, and it makes my head hurt. Like, genuinely makes my head hurt. Okay, anyway.
That's why Blue Dragon Part 3 is going to be so easy, because you love Blue Dragon, Zach. It's like your favorite game to play. And I'm sure sitting down and watching it for hours at a time will be just as enjoyable for you as it is for us and the thousands of others who enjoyed the video.
I can now officially put Blue Dragon Part 3 in the title of this podcast.
Not put in parentheses, in caps, not clickbait, exclamation.
Not clickbait, Blue Dragon Part 3. But okay, yeah, so Gamescom happened. A lot of news came out with Gamescom. We should talk about that stuff. I mean, I guess we'll start with the Saints Row remake, since we talked about it briefly last week. Last week on the podcast. I mean, it kind of was what I think everyone was expecting with this, and that it looks kind of boring. And I think the internet's response to this was pretty bad, and I don't blame them. Like, I think that original trailer for the game that dropped the other day has more dislikes than it does likes now. And the internet is just going after this game because, like, they didn't. I mean, I'm of the mindset that they didn't need a reboot Saints Row. They really didn't. They could have done so many things with the series. And the fact that they decided to restart and kind of almost throw out the baby with the fucking the bathtub, you know. I don't know if that was the right analogy. I don't remember if that's what it is. I think that is. Yeah.
Throw out the baby with the bathwater.
Yeah, that one.
$5 at GamingChronicle.com.
Something like that. But yeah, they decided to completely destroy the entire foundation of the series and rebuild it. And like, I don't know, I saw the new trailer they dropped that actually showed off like the environments and like snippets of the gameplay and stuff. And it looks like every other generic open world game. I can't get behind that. That's so fucking boring now. I'm sick of these open world games, dude. Like, just all look the same and all promise to be these big adventures, and then they all end up being the same thing that we've been getting since we got fucking Skyrim and Far Cry 3 in 2011, dude.
Whoa, you're saying you don't like Breath of the Wild style games?
No, it's not even. No, you see, if it was a Breath of the Wild style game, if they did it right, maybe it would be good. It's not even that. It's just they've been doing, like, all these companies have been doing the same shit with open world games for the last decade now. Whereas they place you in a world, you have collectibles everywhere, you have fucking towers that access fast travel that you have to go to and climb to. I know that's going to be in the fucking game. You have these different areas where you take over, turf and factions and shit, and you walk around this open world completing side quests, getting collectibles, doing challenges. Like, ever since fucking, again, Far Cry 3 and Skyrim, we've been getting the same shit from all of these developers in open world games, and I'm just sick of the formula. It just gets so tiring, especially when there's nothing that sets it apart from other games that are like it. Some of the games that can set it apart, they either have interesting characters, unique gameplay mechanics, like Dying Light. Good example. The parkour system made that game a lot more palatable as an open world game than other ones, because that was a really unique way to experience the world. Like, and not other game. It does what other games hadn't done in the past, but this game doesn't seem to have anything so far. In fact, it took away probably the only thing that would have made it interesting at this point, which was the characters.
They actually took away Shandy.
They took away Shandy. They took away Pierce, man. They took away Johnny. Bringing him back.
No, wait. Pierce is a good thing. I'm okay with Pierce going.
I was about to say, did anybody really miss
Pierce sucked. But then they replaced him with a Marcus-looking ass Pierce. They replaced him with a guy who's just like him.
Pierce at home.
Yeah, this is Pierce at home.
But between that and they killed Johnny, brought him back, and then killed him again. Like,
not only killed him, they retconned him out of the fucking story.
Mm-hmm.
Which was killing him, but yeah, still.
But I mean, like, it's so unfortunate because Saints Row had so much potential to continue where it left off and make something really special in terms of open world games. Because, again, Saints Row 4 was probably the purest example of an open world game that did something so different to set it apart from other open world games. That made me appreciate it, but now that they're just going back to the tried and true formula, I don't know, yeah. But what do you guys think? What's your opinion on the Saints Row reboot?
I think this is Dick.
Yeah.
I think this is hot Stevie Dick, and there was no reason that this needed to happen. Like, I feel like Saints Row 4 was the upswing. That was the upswing of the series that was really going to launch it, and then just retconning it all the way back to its like Saints Row 2 was good. But like this is just one step forward, two steps back. That environment looks dick. It looks balls. The characters seem ass. Like, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know who at Deep Silver helped design all this shit, but fucking fire them, dude. They suck. That shit sucks.
Yeah, Volition Game Studios. That they talked in that video. They talked about all the people like, oh, we brought in fresh blood, and we pretty much went with our gut and threw out the whole scrapbook for Saints Row and started over. It's like, okay. You didn't have to do any of that.
Listen, fire the new blood. Fuck them. Clearly they suck. They suck. The new guys, get rid of them. Bring back the old guys. Have them do this. They were doing pretty damn good.
Just looking at the new guys are the epitome of so many movies now, so many games now of people who didn't play or watch the previous ones and just make the next game.
Yeah.
It was like, you're making a Saints Row game. There's a bunch of other ones. The games aren't that long. You can play through them. You can look up trailers for them, like gameplay of them, so you get the feel of the game. Just this, it looks like they just made it oh, the world is super, at least in the trailer. The world's dark. Oh, there's these open places. Oh, wow, looks kind of open and desert-like. Oh, and you got these weird guns. Oh, and there's a little bit of comedy. That's Saints Row. No, that's not Saints Row. Only thing you kept in was the little bit of comedy and weird things, like the dude with the mask, we were talking about before podcast. It just looks Watch Dogs like.
Yeah.
And it's why? Why?
First off, of all the games to copy shit from, Watch Dogs?
The other disappointment.
Yeah. What? Out of the 3 Watchdog games, none of them have been good.
One of them was
zero
mid.
of them.
Oh, well, hold on.
Watch Dogs 2 was fun. It wasn't good.
Yeah. And then the other 2 games were big disappointments.
Well, I like Watch Dogs 1. I like Watch Dogs 1.
You liked Aiden Pierce?
I feel like
and
I
his
like
no
the
emotion.
Of Watch Dogs 1 more
Well,
than
yeah,
I like.
There's reason behind it. They could have did them differently and better, but the game wasn't bad. Watch Dogs Legion was some hot trash. That should
Legion was fucking dick, dude. That thing was awful.
They just added an Assassin's Creed update where there's a mission with an assassin.
Why does every Ubisoft game post-launch have to add? And is that the saving grace for the game? It's well, we gotta throw Assassin's Creed. Fucking put Ezio in it, dude. Come on, Altair here. Let's fucking do it.
Exactly. It's literally hey, how do we get people back into our games? Hey, Assassin's Creed is one of our top-selling games. Hey, maybe we should throw a little thing in there, and if they complete it, then they can get the Assassin's Creed outfit and run around.
Altair's outfit.
Yeah, that's literally
all it is.
It's literally all it is. I think it's Altair and Ezio's outfit.
Oh, they finally acknowledged Ezio's existence.
Ezio.
Damn.
What do you mean, dude? Ezio's the best assassin.
I'm not saying that he's not. I'm just saying Ubisoft finally acknowledged his existence because they decided to put
time where
Ezio was 70.
Listen,
killing these young guns out here.
There was a point in time where every bonus reward that was Assassin's Creed related was Ezio.
They've had 10 Assassin's Creed. It's something I think it's close to 10 Assassin's Creed games now, right? I don't know, probably a little less. And I mean, counting the spin-off ones like on the fucking Vita and shit or whatever.
Oh, if you count that, it's definitely more than
Yeah,
10.
but
Probably
like
12.
they've had so many different assassins, and we still got fucking Altair and Smash Brothers as the costume and not Ezio. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
But I think my closing thoughts, honestly, on the Saints Row thing too, are that I don't know about y'all, but this gives me DMC Devil May Cry vibes.
Yeah.
This gives me that. Yeah, like this gives me the kind of the vibes of a game where like everyone's gonna dislike it because of how they changed a formula that worked without needing to do so. Even though like maybe it holds on to some shred of the core fundamentals of what Saints Row was, you know, with this, like what DMC did, but it completely changes everything else to make it look almost unrecognizable on its exterior. And there's going to be so much backlash in the next few years that they're just going to release Saints Row 5 like they did with DMC 5. Like,
honestly, just don't release this, man. Like, really, I understand that it's so far in the development cycle. This game has had probably millions of dollars sunk into it. Just don't release it. Just don't.
Start from square one.
Please don't.
Yeah.
Like, this is gonna set Saints Row back. And DMC was like a very established series. Like, how many DMC games? There were like what, three?
Four.
Three. Like there were four. The 4 DMC games were all really good games. Saints Row doesn't have the quality of games that DMC had before fucking DMC remake came out. That shit was garbage. Well, but this game just looks garbage with a series that's still a fledgling, dude. Like, it still has potential to grow. And they're just trying to fucking kill that.
Yeah, I mean, DMC definitely had its shining moment with its 4 games a couple times. So that like made it already almost like a legendary series as it is. Saints Row hasn't had that moment yet. Saints Row hasn't had like that definitive game to make it great, and this definitely won't be it. Definitely will not be it.
If it's going along the lines of like Devil May Cry, because they got the Devil May Cry up to 4, and then they had DMC, which was trash, and then they had Devil May Cry 5. So, is this Saints Row going to do that? Like, this one's going to be trash, and then we're going to get a new Saints Row. It's going to actually be good.
Probably.
So let me ask the question: who developed Devil May Cry? Might I ask? What was the company behind Devil May Cry?
Capcom.
Yeah, who's making Saints Row? Who's making the Saints Row games?
Team Ninja made DMC.
Yeah, they made DMC.
Yeah. And then they Capcom was like, this is a bad idea, and then they released Devil May Cry 5 in their own
there's
studio.
Another thing that's different too. Deep Silver is still making this game.
Yeah, Volition.
This isn't another company that's making this game. This is still Deep Silver. It's the same motherfuckers. They're looking at this like, cash cow, we got it. Like, no.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to think that they would definitely be responsive to people saying that the game isn't what they want it to be, especially after Agents of Mayhem 2. This would be like a 2 L's in a row, dude. But like, hopefully they understand once it releases, with the whole fan backlash that has been received so far, that they can't fuck up Saints Row again. And hopefully they get it right and they just release Saints Row 5. Like, I hope they do it, because this shit is not going to fly with the fan base. It's not.
They're going to delay the game next year because things are getting rough. All right, April 1st rolls around. Surprise! It's Saints Row 5. We fooled you, April Fools.
That's just it. They're not going to delay it. They're just going to release it, and it's going to be an unfinished trash. And then they're going to charge you microtransactions for outfits or skins of previous Saints Row people.
No, they're going to add it in later, a whole expansion where it's that game, but as the original Saints Row.
It's going to be a Gat expansion. It's like, oh, when Gat died, he actually went to a different dimension, this dimension.
Interdimensional time travel between Saints Row universes.
Yeah, yeah.
God, that sounds so fucking dick.
You're going to get Johnny Gat's glasses to put on your character.
No, you get Johnny Gat's fucking pistol, dude.
Nah, that's a microtransaction.
True. Wait, he right.
Okay, yeah. So moving on from this, I mean, there's a lot of other things to talk about, I guess.
There's a new Outlast game.
Yeah, no, the Outlast Trials, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like it plays kind of like the what the hell? I don't know. At least from the trailer, I get the feel that it's going to play like the online from the Resident Evil 3 remake, the Mastermind mode.
Oh, okay.
That's the place where it's like multiplayer, and then you go around, or it's got the feel like you go through as a character, and if you die, that character's dead, and then you play as a new character, and then you go through the world, but depending on the stuff you did, it changes. Just because there's like a game master type thing, or somebody watching you, you've got these things attached to you. And the best thing, you can fight. You could put down bombs, you can get guns, you could actually like kill the things after you.
What?
It's definitely more
It's not an Outlast
Resident
game.
Evil.
Huh.
Yeah, more Resident Evil than Outlast. Which is cool. I just don't know if it plays like Outlast, because they showed a lot of people dying, and then dude walked into a room and there was a dead body where the previous cutscene of a guy dying. So I don't know if the game's gonna change, like, oh hey, now you're a police officer. Go through, you die in this room, but you activated something. And now you're a cheerleader. You went through, and the door that was previously closed is now open because your dead police officer opened it. Like I don't know. It's an Outlast game, but it doesn't feel like an Outlast game.
Definitely gives me Saw vibes, that's for sure.
Yeah. Want to play a game?
Yeah, pretty much, right? Definitely gives me vibes like Saw. The fact that it is co-op makes me interested in it, though, but I don't know. Like, I feel like it's not going to be a scary game if it's co-op, just because if you're going through a game like that with someone else, it never becomes scary.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be more of, you walk down the way, it's like, oh, there's a bunch of enemies there. It's like, oh, I'm surrounded. They're hitting me. I'm dying. I'm dead. Like, it's not just like, like, and there's no camera. No camera, no night vision thing. So that takes away kind of the whole scary part of Outlast. So you don't have to collect batteries, at least not for your camera.
Yeah, I mean, even beyond that, I feel like it's just going to be a situation where, like, I don't know, if I'm ever playing something like that with one of you guys, we're just going to be cracking jokes the whole time, and I wouldn't be able to be scared or take anything seriously at all. That's like a problem with a game like that. Is like when you have someone else with you, it kind of takes you out of a horror like experience. So that's why, I don't know, we played like Dead by Daylight and Friday the 13th, and that shit's never scary, purely because we're with other people and we just talk and play games and stuff, and it takes you out of it,
I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like Friday the 13th or Dead by Daylight are scary games.
Yeah, but I mean, but that's my point though, is like with Outlast, it's supposed to be scary. So if they're doing a co-op,
Friday the 13th is supposed to be scary. Both those games are supposed to be scary, but like,
I don't know. Friday the 13th is supposed to be campy. Dead by Daylight
Friday the 13th
maybe
is scary because the game doesn't function correctly and it's fun.
That's true. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Outlast Trials definitely looks. It's a game I'm going to keep my eye on. I don't know. I thought Outlast 1 was a hit and Outlast 2 was a miss, so maybe this will be another hit. I don't know. So another brief topic, I guess. Akuma is put into Monster Hunter Rise now, and he has his own move set. So it's not, I don't know if you saw the trailer, he's not like a hunter outfit. He's actually like Shoryukening Rathalos in the face in the trailer, in gameplay.
Of course he is.
So is he like, what is Akuma's function? Is he a character skin? Is he like a handler? What is he?
No, he's a playable character. It's just, I think for emotes, instead of certain emotes, you get Akuma's moveset and you can use it. So like, actually wait, so a description, like speculating, it says this. So like,
is this like the Geralt thing from fucking Rise?
A little bit, but it's more in depth than that. It's like if they actually made Ryu.
How I'm looking is you have to get the sword and shield, which is going to be a weapon set for him, and his armor set, and then it changes your moves.
Yes.
So you need the whole thing to turn into Akuma.
You can get the armor to look like Akuma, but if you want to use his moves, you have to
actually have it.
So no, yeah. So like, for example, the Tatsumaki in Jumping Palm Strike, seem to be tied to his wire bug attack and the sword and shield. So like, I'm sure there are certain moves that will be linked to weapons that you have to get for him, or it could be that it's all tied to his costume. They haven't. It's a single event quest reward though. That's the weird thing. They haven't really announced what it's going to be like. They also say it's a layered armor set too.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's just his weapon that gives you his moves. You can do it as anything.
Yeah, I think it actually comes out tonight too, so you could probably play around with that. Yeah.
August 27th.
Yeah.
Yes.
I should probably get the high rank in Monster Hunter Rise.
Yes. They've added so much shit into that game at this point that like I kind of don't want to play it right now because I know they're gonna drop like master rank in a month or so, and I know at that point I'm just gonna have to start all over again anyway. So like I'm just gonna leave where I'm at there and just keep playing Monster Hunter World where they're done. That way I don't have to start over yet. But yeah. So yeah, I mean, damn, there's a lot of other things to talk about too. So I want to keep this one very brief too. So we're just gonna rapid fire through some of these because Tom, you haven't played Psychonauts 2 at all. I just want to mention.
No.
Yep, I know you don't want to be spoiling anything, so I'm just gonna say that I'm very happy that a game has come out that will make it so that I don't have to put Neo: The World Ends With You in my Game of the Year list. Okay.
Listen, what other Game of the Year candidates are there though?
I mean,
Call of Duty.
Returnal and Resident Evil Village, and I mean, I thought Resident Evil Village was pretty. Resident Evil Village was pretty okay. It was good, but it wasn't the best Resident Evil game I've ever played. And Returnal was a video game.
Telling you, man, you gotta play Nier Replicant.
I know. I gotta play a lot of fucking games, dude. I've been slacking lately. I've been slacking.
You can skip Sky. You can skip Cyberpunk. Don't play that game.
Oh my god, I had a glitch the other day. Tom, you saw it, but I had a glitch where I was just randomly aggroed outside of a bar, and like they just shot the bouncer that I was talking to, and her head was like flailing back and forth. I died, and they reset me back midway through the mission that I completed like 20 minutes beforehand, and I stopped playing the game. So yeah, Cyberpunk. But yeah, Psychonauts is very fun. Very enjoyable, a worthy follow-up to the first game. It's like they didn't skip a beat. That's all I'm going to say. It's like they didn't skip a beat at all. Literally picks up where it left off in terms of quality. So, yeah. So, they finally did it, boys. They finally announced, right? That thing that we talked about months ago, I think at this point, during our E3 discussion where it was leaked, the Marvel XCOM game was announced the other day. It's made by the same team that makes XCOM and it's XCOM and oh my god, what's the other series? Not
Mario Rabbids.
Not Civilization, no. Oh my god, it was. I literally just had it, and now I don't have it anymore. It's made by the same devs who make that make XCOM. That's all you got to know. And the name is so fucking weird, dude. I don't know, Tyler. You know why it's weird, right? Midnight Suns, like, because like it's. I mean, so there's a team of Marvel characters in a comic series called Midnight Suns, as in like Suns SONS, but this is called Midnight Suns as in Midnight Suns SUNS, even though it like has some of the characters from Midnight Suns. In fact, most of them, like Doctor Strange, Ghost Rider, are there. So that doesn't really make sense to me. And then it's Midnight Suns, even though there's a hero called Midnight Sun. So like the name just doesn't make any fucking sense at all to me. Like it's very, very confusing.
When I first heard about it, with that Midnight Suns, I'm like, okay, you know, there's a lot they could do with that. And then I saw this, and like when I saw it was like Midnight Suns, I was like, I thought it was sun as in what. Then I looked it up. I was like, it is. It's like what?
Mm-hmm.
How are they? I don't know how they're gonna tie this to suns or the sun itself. I know in the trailer there's a giant sun and they're all dressed up in
Yeah.
a sun outfit, but I'm like, you could have just called it
Anything.
like not that.
Yeah. I mean, it seems so strange
But like,
to me.
just looking at the lineup for this, wouldn't it have been better if this was like the Ultimate Alliance game that we actually wanted?
Exactly, right. But because then people would be so pissed if they branded this as Ultimate Alliance, but it was like a tactics game. People would have been so mad. Yeah, so I mean, I'm not.
It's like, imagine, like, just from the trailer, just watching the trailer, you're thinking, oh wow, there's a lot of heroes and they're beating stuff up. Wow. And then you get the game and it's a tactics game. Like, the trailer's very misleading.
You mean like an XCOM game?
Ah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
He gets it.
Got him. That game's gonna be mid as fuck.
Games
So,
suck.
from what they've said, there's going to be 12 Marvel characters in the game overall, including a player-created hero or a brand new hero that's introduced. And it's they label it as a single-player RPG. They say it's not. Okay, wait. Actually, hold up. This might be. So I think the XCOM style thing might have been a little out of proportion because it's made by the Xbox team. Oh no, the Xbox team. Oh my god, Firaxis, the XCOM team. I said Xbox. Oh my god. In any case, but apparently, so we haven't seen any gameplay for it, but insiders are saying that it's not necessarily a game like XCOM. They say it's similar to almost Mass Effect.
What?
Yes, I don't know. It's turn-based, but it's like a Mass Effect single-player story. So I don't know
You mean
what
like an XCOM story?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. They just say it's.
I mean, how are you gonna say it's like the game's like Mass Effect, but it's turn-based? Then it's not like Mass Effect.
So then
Stop-
it's
like, stop
an
just
XCOM.
stop saying shit to get people to buy it when it's not like that.
Okay, and you know what? You know what? I'm reading up on this now. You know what it sounds like? It sounds like fucking Valkyria Chronicles. That's what it sounds like. No, it legit it sounds like Valkyria Chronicles. Yeah. Okay, I could see that. I could totally see that. Where you actually have control over what your fucking units do. Yeah. But it's turn-based too, so okay.
Is the only good Marvel game to come out
Spider-Man.
in the most recent years is Spider-Man?
Yes.
Is that the only good one?
I don't know, man. Battle for Wakanda just came out. That shit.
Battle for Wakanda.
Listen, I streamed that and beat it. It was so bad. Like, everyone who said that game was different, felt different, is an idiot. Because it's the same exact thing, except you get to play as a black person and there's black people. That's it. That's the only difference. And you're in a forest. That's literally it. It's the worst expansion that we had to wait a year to get. Only reason they threw it on is like, oh, hey, Chadwick Boseman died and he was Black Panther. Let's release that first rather than Spider-Man, who we promised. It was so bad.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that it's bad. But I mean, I don't know, man. The Guardians of the Galaxy game might be okay if you like Guardians.
But it's not out yet.
Yeah, I mean, you know what's funny? I was looking through like comments in the trailers for the Guardians game because a new trailer dropped, but it really was a nothing burger. It just showed off like a character, a new character. Like it was like literally a 10-second cutscene. That was it. But like, a lot of people are complaining because they're like, man, these characters never shut up. And the whole time, like, when I was reading through that comment section, everyone is saying, oh my god, it's going to be so grating. They don't ever shut up. They just keep talking. I'm like, have you seen a Guardians movie? Yeah, I would say, like, have you seen a Guardians of the Galaxy movie or read one of the comics at all? Like, of course they don't fucking shut up. That's their thing.
Yeah, that's their whole thing.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not at all like that's a faithful enough thing, but I don't know. People were complaining about that. I thought that was weird.
An invalid
Fucking,
comment.
Yeah.
In the comment for the Midnight Sun video, somebody said, "Oh my god, this almost looks like a proper Ultimate Alliance 3."
Yeah, it does look like shit, right? Yeah. Don't know why they
Aw.
decided to put Ultimate Alliance 3 on that fucking potato.
God.
God, there really has been no good Marvel games in Spider-Man, or even a little before, or even before Spider-Man. Wait,
At least I think the last good Marvel game before Spider-Man was probably Ultimate
Spider-Man
Alliance
2.
2. Like that was probably the last one, give or take, when that one came out, compared to actually all the other Spiders. I think
I don't know,
Alliance 2
man.
came out after
Well, I mean,
Spider-Man 2.
Marvel vs. Capcom 3 happened in between there. The Deadpool game was okay.
Listen, the Deadpool game was a one playthrough game,
out
and then
at first. Nobody cared and it sucked. Then a Deadpool movie came out, and a bunch of followers were like, "Oh, I get to play as Deadpool! Oh my God, Ryan Reynolds, so funny!" It's like, no, the game sucked, and only a bunch of simps bought it. The game sucked.
The problem with that game was you played it once.
The
and that
last
was
boss fight
fucking
is
it.
you recycle other bosses.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not a good game.
Yes.
It was
Whenever
funny, he
anyone
made
turns the boss
jokes.
into a regular.
It's like, so they make jokes in Watch Dogs Legion. That game still sucks.
True. I don't know.
You're right, Tyler. The
Deadpool game
Lego
was-
Marvel games were pretty good.
All right, yeah,
Okay,
wait, no, you're right.
okay,
Lego
I'll give
Marvel
you
games.
that. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I take back what I said. Lego Marvel.
See,
games.
but like, I don't look at those as real Marvel games. I just look at those as Lego games with Marvel rights.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're really just Lego games.
I can't even look like Marvel versus Capcom like that either. Like that's just a Street Fighter game that got the rights to Marvel characters.
And then
Yeah.
they still didn't add the characters everybody wanted.
Where the fuck are the X-Men?
What were you gonna say, Tom?
What? I think I said what I said.
Oh, I thought you were gonna mention something about. Well, I don't know. We haven't heard your. What's your opinions on the
I mean-
Marvel XCOM like game?
The XCOM games really, they don't appeal to me that much, but I definitely understand the audience and I understand the appeal. I don't think they're bad games. I just think that this new paint of coat over this XCOM game, it's mid. It's mid as fuck. It's mid.
Midnight Suns. I have depression.
See, he gets it. He knows. But I mean, it's just one of those. Here's how. Is it fucked up that when I look at a Marvel movie, I'm like hype. When I look at a Marvel game, I'm like die.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of depressing.
That's because the movies they actually put thought into. The games are like, how can we make money fast?
One thing I want to see with the movies is what happens with some of those after Stan Lee's gone. But like, listen, Stan Lee had a big hand in a lot of those movies. I'm gonna be sad he's not gonna be in the new Spider-Man movie. That's gonna upset me immensely.
Especially
Like
since that was the last cameo he was into, right? Was Spider-Man.
Oh, dude. And this might be like the best Spider-Man movie, like,
Yeah.
possibly ever, dude.
Yeah, if it really does bring together all of the old Spider-Man movie actors, like Andrew Garfield and fucking Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire's
Yeah.
gonna be in it, man.
If they do really do that and they bring together all the films, it's gonna be the best Spider-Man movie
They
by
even
far.
brought back the original Doc Ock to play the new Doc Ock, man. Like, come on.
No, man, not
I
the
mean,
new.
technically, he's still the old Doc Ock.
Yeah, he's still the old.
I mean, he is, but like, no, don't talk about time travel. Don't talk about that shit. No interdimensional travel talk here. No, we're not doing that.
I mean, that's the whole thing of the movie.
Yeah.
I know, but like, it's gonna be good. I don't care. This is my exception. This is my exception to the rule. Okay. Because Tobey Maguire is gonna be fucking.
If he doesn't do the emo dance, I'm gonna be very disappointed.
Dude, he fucking better. If they all don't do the emo dance,
At the end of the movie, everyone just does the.
it's just
Tobey
them
movie.
doing the emo dance down the Joker stairs.
Oh my god.
Specifically down the Joker stairs so they can nay on fucking DC.
They can name.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a pretty shit veneer over an XCOM game, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, that seems to be all of the Marvel games recently. They're just like copying popular games without getting right the things that the popular games actually do so far. It's like, yeah, you tried to copy Destiny with the Avengers game, and look how that turned out. You made a shit clone because you don't know what makes that type of game good. Or, this is going to be like an XCOM game without, or, a tactical RPG style game, I guess I should say, without them really knowing what makes it good and just slapping the Marvel license over it. you know, it has the budget, but it doesn't really have the heart. You know, that seems to be where it's all headed. But I want to end this one with So I was reading through this article on it, and the lead designer of the game said at the very end of the article, I grew up reading and loving Marvel games. I know he's capping because there ain't been a good Marvel game for decades. All right, moving on. Like if he grew up playing Marvel games and loving them, all right, name me your favorite 2000s Marvel game that isn't a Spider-Man one. Yeah. And why the fuck ain't Spider-Man in this goddamn game? And then
it's like, bro.
I feel like he's the type of guy that thinks Spider-Man 2 is the best fucking Marvel game of all time.
Maybe.
Pizza time.
Pizza time, yeah. Okay, so Tom, do you want to talk about your experience so far with Neo The World Ends With You? You've been playing a lot of it.
All right. So I'm not gonna say I was on the pack because that demo was trash. But they didn't show you any of the fucking shit that's gonna be in that game, and there's a lot more depth to that game than I thought there was gonna be. Yeah. I still don't like the characters per se, but the writing really fucking makes up for it, man.
It's pretty memey.
That writing is S tier, like S tier. They knowingly fit an Among Us joke into their script, like knowingly.
Yeah,
and it fit pretty well.
Monkey.
And Susie K over there do be kind of sus. Monkey.
But yeah, no, that I don't know, man. I genuinely think, because after writing or drafting out my review so far, that game kind of broke me, dude. Like that game literally mentally broke me because it just goes against everything that I like in JRPGs, but I still somehow liked it and I didn't know why. And then I think, to boil it down, I think it's because the characters literally talk like we do on a daily basis. And that fucked with me very hard. Because now I understand myself more than I think I've ever understood myself, and I don't like that.
Still think the soundtrack's mid.
You get used to it.
I don't like getting used to it. There's some bangers. There have been some good songs, but a lot of the songs have been kind of garbanzo beans.
All right, listen. Bird in Hand. Good.
See, I don't even know the song names, dude. I don't know them.
What do you mean,
have to go
Tom,
into the
dude?
Fucking encyclopedia.
Whoa, Tom, dude. What are you talking about? You're being a Zeptagram right now. You know.
Oh my God, Frick! Are you okay? None of that picked up.
No, some of it picked up. Some of it picked up. Some of that picked up. Yeah. I heard the. Oh my God, Fred, are you okay? And then you go.
Yeah, I sound like a fucking Charlie Brown teacher.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, we're definitely making a review on that game though. It's coming. I'm doing it. So yeah, apparently the Overwatch devs too. They're gonna be they're renaming McCree, and they're vowing to never name another character in their game after a real life person or an employee at the company.
I mean, it's like with this thing, it just seems like a scapegoat to their real problems.
Yeah, because didn't they like sign some sort of waiver the other day about like not disclosing some shit at their offices, and people are mad about that, but now they're just like, yep, they made the white cowboy go away.
They HR destroyed a bunch of evidence, whereas if that evidence was brought to the courts and everything, let's say the fine was $1 million.
Yeah, they destroyed
the evidence, and the fine for destroying the evidence is only $100,000. So a bunch of people are pissed off, like
because they got off with a cheaper.
Yeah, like they literally said they did it, and you're gonna fault them for that. Yeah, so there was a lot of that. But changing McCree's name, like a bunch of people's like, oh yeah, he was named after this person. Change his name. It's like, really? Like changing an in-game character's name isn't going to do anything. It was already made. It's already done. Get over it. And Blizzard, of course. Anytime a bunch of people complain, they half-ass with an apology or they half-ass with a change. It's like, you could have just left it. It would have blown over. Like it's not. It doesn't make a difference.
But say they're almost adding fuel to the fire by doing it because they're acknowledging it.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Yes.
yeah.
It's like-
Beyond that, they're just not. This is such a stupid PR thing. Like, no one's
Yes.
no one's gonna be happy with the fact that you just change a character's name in a video game.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
it's not.
a bunch of people were saying, "Oh, change McCree's name, change McCree, take McCree out the game." Change McCree. It's like we're changing McCree's name. Nobody said, "Wow, good, yeah, that's good." No one cares.
How about you purge the fucking company of all these assholes, you pieces of shit? How about that? How about
Yeah.
you start firing? How about you start cleaning the company? How about
How
that?
about you stop touching people that don't want to be touched? How about that?
Like,
How about you pay equal, you pricks?
the whole big fucking Blizzard monologue that they posted on social media about it was like, we want to stand for the diversity that our games represent, and we want to really live up to our values and blah blah blah. So you're changing a cowboy's name?
Yeah.
Like, you could do literally anything in the real world to make tangible fucking results and actually speak to your constituents and let the people who work at your company and who buy your games know that you're actually on their side. But instead, you just change a fucking cowboy's name. Like, what the fuck?
This is like that episode of South Park where it was the BP oil spill episode, and the guy just comes on, he's like, "We're sorry," and that's it. That's all they do. It just give you a half-assed apology while they're rubbing their nipples.
Yeah.
Nah, so that's good. It's Blizzard. They'll say, "We're sorry we acted that way." Not "we're sorry." We're sorry we acted.
We're sorry we got caught.
No, they don't say that. They don't say that.
We're sorry that you guys
when you read in between the lines,
things happening are off.
We're sorry you felt that way. Not we're sorry about what we did.
No, that's what Activision says.
That's what Bobby Kotick says. That's true. We're sorry you felt that way.
You feel that way about everything that's happening.
Yeah, but you. Oh my fucking god!
But it's like now that you're changing McCree's name, you're gonna have to change all the characters' voice lines, take some voice lines out, redo all of McCree's stuff.
Whoa! Don't get rid of "I'm your Huckleberry." You can't do that.
Like all the stuff that like he says his name, all the things where other people say his name, just anything like that.
It's low midnight.
They're apparently coming out with a story thing for McCree, which is when they're going to release his new name. But they're doing a whole thing for us. Like, okay, so we're going to get an animated short.
Oh my god.
Another animated short starring McCree in a story thing or whatever. It's like, because there was already an animated short before, and they said McCree's name in it a lot. So, kind of just irrelevant.
You know what would have been a real funny way to do this? Is by when you introduce one of the new characters in Overwatch 2, just create a cinematic where they shoot McCree in the face and he dies.
He's the new cowboy.
This is gonna be. They're gonna do like a fucking Armin Tamzarian thing, dude.
Oh,
they're gonna do like one of those, like, I don't know. You guys probably know that it's like the fucking episode of The Simpsons where they completely redid Principal Skinner's character and was like, he's actually an imposter. He's not the real Skinner. Yeah. His name's Armin Tamzarian. It's like they're gonna do that with McCree. Be like, you're not McCree, you're just some fucking guy. And he's gonna be like, yep, I'm just some fucking guy.
So fun little bitch.
They're gonna pull some stupid like if they just change his name, like snap the fingers and his name's change, then it's like, okay, you didn't put in any work to it. You just saw like, oh, they want his name changed, let's change it. But if they have to put in like a story behind his name changing, then it's like, okay, so you put in time for it. Still doesn't matter. But at least you thought about how you changed it. It's just... Someone needs to tell Blizzard and Activision how to actually do shit right.
No, just get rid of them. Like, really.
That too.
Like, well, what has Activision done positively in the past decade?
They made a game where cheaters can prosper.
I mean,
what video games has the Blizzard side made aside from Overwatch in the past, 8 years that have been worth it?
World of Warcraft, where talks of people can prosper.
Right. Okay, a game that's 50,000 years old. Right. Okay.
They got expansions that are apparently all trash.
Right, a game that they have to keep going because none of the other games they make beside Overwatch are successful. Right, got it.
Top tier Blizzard.
Just let Blizzard fucking go, man.
But they're making a new,
Diablo.
Yeah, they're remastering
that. Really sucks.
But I don't know.
You know what? We can do without that Diablo game. We could do without that.
Yeah, especially after the way Diablo 3 went, dude. Woo! Yeah. I mean, at launch, I should say. I should clarify at launch. With the auction house, the real money auction house, and fucking the game was unbalanced as shit, and it took them years to fix it. Actually listen to people, like,
when these companies merge together, this is supposed to be huge, gigantic. Neither of these companies have done dick since they've merged. Dick!
Like when Blizzard came out, I think it was their 30-year anniversary. They got a 30-year anniversary. Oh, here's some 30-year anniversary packs.
Here's some Overwatch skins. Like, what the fuck?
It's like 30-year anniversary pack. We want to celebrate you guys. Thank you so much for playing and everything. Here's everything that comes in a 30-year anniversary pack. $50. Right? It was like $50, $30. Like, so you want us to pay you to get anniversary gifts because we're playing your game?
$5.
This shit is like normally this shit is like free, or like you have to do some event, which Diablo has done. Some events, and then you get the stuff. Nah, they're just like, hey, you want this stuff? Give us money. And some of the stuff was like
you
anniversary
can't
packs
give
for
us
games you don't play.
$50 because you play our game that was $60, and you said, "Oh, you're not playing it."
I think it was $30, but it's like
I think
80% of the stuff wasn't even for Diablo. Some of it was for like StarCraft, some of it was for Overwatch, some of it was for World of Warcraft. It's like in order to get the full thing of this, you need to have played. You need to not have played. You need to play all of those games.
You have all day to play our game, but you don't have $50.
You're telling me that you're ranked professionally at this game, but you don't have $30 to spend for the hours upon weeks of game that you played? What are you, a loser?
I speak for everyone at Blizzard when I say we're sorry you don't have $30.
we're sorry you are a broke bitch. Keep playing your game.
Okay. Yeah. So today too, it just dropped. I guess we're just gonna move on from this. I don't want to talk about fucking Blizzard anymore. Fuck them. Elden Ring got a bunch of info dumped on it. Everyone said they saw a 15-minute offhands gameplay showcase, but they can't show it. But they've described it in depth pretty much as being like, okay, yeah, it's pretty much what everyone assumed it was going to be. You have this big open area, big open worlds that you can traverse around a mount with, and then you can go into different dungeons and areas, and there are still fog gates, and there's a wider variety of like weapons that can be used than the typical Souls like kind of weaponry. You find a lot of things that's laying around too. It definitely has a lot to it, and apparently there are legacy dungeons and stuff and bosses too, so like things from previous like Souls games is probably going to make its way through here. Oh my god, like they talked about Stormvale Castle as being a legacy dungeon, so yeah, which I'm pretty sure that was that's, oh my god, what's it called? I can't think of it off the top of my head. But yeah, it's going to be similar in structure to like a Souls-like thing, the legacy dungeons anyway, and then there's going to be like the open world environments you can explore. So yeah. Did you guys see anything on the new content on the game, or do you want me to talk more about it? Or?
I didn't see anything about it because I've seen a bunch of like pictures and stuff like that. Where like I'll just wait for like an actual
gameplay thing,
like gameplay trailer, or just wait till the game comes out and see how it is. Like if it's a Souls game, like okay, there's a good chance I'm gonna grab it. I like Souls games. It's not gonna be it's not gonna be better than Bloodborne, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I'll
so
just wait.
someone described this as Sekiro with armor. That's kind of the way that it's like you have a lot of the same mobility and attack options as Sekiro. Like you can still attack in the air, you still have a lot of mobility, but you have a wider variety of tools you can use. Like they talked about how I think sleep darts are a new type of tool you have, so you can put enemies to sleep from a distance. Stealth is still a big mechanic in the game as an option, but you don't have to do it. With stealth too, you can or there's also something called stance breaking, which is almost similar to the stagger in Sekiro. Oh my god, someone's getting arrested now. Yeah, there's a stance breaking which is similar to Sekiro, but it's also similar to like a critical strike thing from Bloodborne, where if you do the
Visceral.
yeah, so if you with the visceral attack window. Oh, sorry, critical strike is the name of it, yes. And then visceral attack is the Bloodborne one. So it's kind of similar to that. So from what it seems like is they're meshing together all of these different aspects of Souls games from the past and are kind of combining it into one kind of almost like a swan song to the whole Souls-like series at this point, where you have the variety of weapons, you have the expanded movement in combat, you have the bigger world, and you have kind of like all of these different elements of gameplay that have been shown throughout each of the games. So yeah.
I don't know, I have to feel like, at least with the like stealth and the sleep darts and the other things, it's like, okay, it feels more like a Sekiro Ghost of Tsushima mix. Like, the stance breaking as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I get the feel like you can't really mix all of the other Souls games into one without stuff just overlapping each other, or like, hey, that's from Bloodborne, but it's done so bad that we're not going to say it's from Bloodborne.
Yeah, I think it's going to be, there's going to be a thing where there's one, like every Souls game, there's going to be one preferred way to play the game that makes it significantly easier than every other way to play the game, and you're not going to want to do anything else. Like, sure, they're going to give you options. They're going to let you do a defense build, an HP build. They're going to let you do like a big melee weapon build, or a ranged build, but magic might be the best. Stealth might be the best. We don't know. Like there's going to be one pick of the whole litter that's going to be the best way to play the game. Very likely.
Yeah, so, but then like in Sekiro, like it's better to build the game stealth wise. It's better to use your gadgets, but like when you fight bosses, you don't really use stealth.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas in this game, if you still go through fog gates, like if you built your entire thing around stealth, you go through a fog gate, and it's like, hey, yeah, the boss is always aggro to you. And if it's a Souls-like game, they're not going to say, oh, hey, you spec'd into stealth type stuff or gadgets that deal with like sleep or poison or everything. Yeah, you can't sleep the bosses. You can't do backstab to bosses. Bosses can hit you through smoke bombs because they're always aggro. Like, it just seems like it's not going to be done well. And if you can do those things to bosses, they're not going to feel like bosses. It's just going to feel like, what can I do to cheese this fight?
Yeah. I mean, that was kind of Sekiro too, to be fair. Like, Sekiro also made you, forced you to parry everything.
So, I don't know how much it matters, but when I looked up some of the new info for the game, I know they did it in Dark Souls 3, but whatever weapon you use isn't going to be tied to any kind of skill that you have, or like a skill number like it does in the rest of the Soulsborne games.
Okay.
So, like, that at least adds that aspect of being able to use kind of whatever weapon you want.
Yeah, but I guess that's kind of good, but at the same time, it's like, well, I mean, that's what made all the older Souls games so interesting, is that you had to commit if you wanted to use a weapon to certain stats to make it good. And if you could just like equip anything and your stats don't really matter, then you're speccing into stealth, and then on the fly you're like, all right, I just need to start doing magic, or start doing start just hitting with a one-handed weapon right up front, and you use an overpowered weapon that has no debilitations for not speccing out for it correctly. Then
like if you go the entire game using like 2 daggers. Then you go to the last boss fight. You're like, I'm gonna use this giant greatsword. Like, some doesn't really work out there. Especially, I've got 5 strength because my spec build does more damage with like dexterity and everything. It's like, strength build. Don't really need it because the weapon does its base damage. And I don't really like.
Yeah.
It just.
I mean, to be fair, it's better than.
You can wield any weapon, like it doesn't do the slower swing. Mm-hmm. You just don't get bonus damage because of what the weapon scales with. So you can use any weapon to its fullest. You just don't get the damage you would if you like spec'd up the things that it was for.
Yeah. I mean, it seems, honestly, it's better than what Sekiro was doing, though, in all honesty, which I felt like it was way too much in the other direction where you're forced to play it one specific way no matter what. And this giving you more options, I guess, is good. It just seems like a little bit of a cop-out in a series that was once focused on, making every decision count in it. And then, you just kind of don't have that level of decision making before too. Like, I don't know, one of the things they mentioned in this preview too was that the game has what's it called? There's no like, so this is it kind of goes back to the Demon Souls, not Demon Souls, sorry, it's Dark Souls 1 style of spellcasting now, I should say, where there's no MP stat, you just use items as weapons. So they're kind of going back from what Dark Souls, because if I recall correctly, Dark Souls 3 had an MP bar, right? Yeah. And Bloodborne, not Bloodborne, I'm sorry, Demon Souls did too. So the fact that they're kind of going back to not having an MP bar again, to make it so that magic can be used supplementally and not necessarily as a spec'd out build in and of itself too. I guess that's a way to help give the player a lot of different tools depending on scenarios. I mean, I don't know. I hope the game doesn't turn into what weapon or tools am I going to use versus this encounter, instead of it being what weapon and tools have I spent the most time with and what works for me. Because that's the latter is what I've come to expect with the Souls games, is like, okay, I've been using this type of weapon throughout the whole game, and I've been spec'd into this for the whole game, and this is what I'm committed to, and I just have to figure out how to use this weapon and traverse all these different bosses with this tool that I've been given. Instead of, okay, let me see what tool works best against this boss, and then whatever tool that is, I'll just switch to if it doesn't work for the next boss and try a different one. Like maybe one boss is better for ranged. Maybe one boss is better if you beat him with a big fucking club. Maybe one boss is better if you just use magic. I wouldn't want that. That seems a little too much in the opposite direction of like what a Souls game typically does. So I don't know.
I mean, there's also the possibility they just make the overall game harder.
Maybe.
Having those it's a necessity to have those extra options. I'm not saying that's necessarily what happens, but obviously, fucking From Software games, and especially the Soulsborne games, are meant to be a lot more difficult than your average game.
Yeah.
With either limited mobility options, limited attack options. So I think them giving you more attack options would indicate that they're making the game a little harder.
Yeah, see, I mean, I like, it's not the challenge thing that gets me worried, because I really wouldn't care if the game's too hard or too easy, unless it's like dumb, stupid hard or dumb, stupid easy.
Like, I get it, like baiting it into the, you have to use a certain attack sound.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing I do not like about the recent Souls games. Things like Sekiro, for example, where it's like you are forced to play the game the way the game wants you to play it. And if you don't, you will not be able to beat the game. It's not like, okay, you're going to have a little more of a difficult time if you don't do it this specific way. It's like, you cannot beat I mean, you can. Probably someone has dropped a challenge video on YouTube about it, but you can't beat Sekiro without parrying. It's like nearly impossible. You have to play the game a very specific way. And so if they're gonna do that, where it's like, oh sure, you have all these tools, but if you know, it's going to be impossible to beat this boss unless you use this specific tool, and then you have to switch to this specific tool to beat this boss. Like, that's not fun to me. It's, again, the joy of the Souls games to me is finding out how to adapt to situations with the tools you already grown accustomed to, not finding a new set of tools or using what the game is given you to try to overcome an obstacle. You know, I don't know. But yeah. It'll probably be good, though.
It's a Souls game with George R.R. Martin.
Something like that.
Exactly.
So,
already.
yeah, so I guess reviews for No More Heroes 3 have dropped now, too, and apparently it's a No More Heroes game. Yeah, no, I hopped into a stream today with someone who was like, I don't know, like probably halfway through the game, and they just beat a boss, and Travis was about to, like, Travis cut this chick's arm off, and he was about to fucking slice her head open, and then a dude comes out of fucking the ether and goes, "No, Travis, don't do it. I love her." And then Travis is just like, "But why? But you? Wait, what are you doing here?" And then he goes, "Yes, Travis, it's me." And then Travis is like, "Why can't I kill her?" And he's like, "Because." And then he goes, "Okay, because you're his mother, I won't kill you." And then he goes, "Oh, Travis, what can I do to repay you?" And Travis goes, "Just come hang out sometime." And then he leaves. And then the character who showed up out of nowhere just does a fucking Shakespearean monologue in front of the camera talking to the player. And the whole time I'm like, what the fuck is this video game?
That's actually some No More Hero shit, though. Wait.
It is. But at the same time, I'm like, all right, I literally popped into the stream for 5 minutes and I saw the most No More Heroes thing I could have ever possibly fucking seen.
Yeah.
So that had me interested in seeing what the game's gonna be like. I just don't know if I want to buy it right now.
Yeah, I mean, I looked up some of the reviews and it's just like, it's more No More Heroes with not a lot added to it besides some new story content. And, like, it still looks like it used to, which really, on the Switch, my dude, that's not no.
Yeah. I mean,
no.
I'm just gonna wait for the re-release in 4 or 5 years when they drop it on the next Nintendo hardware and it actually runs pretty decently. Or another
Nintendo Cross Apple Project OLED edition.
Yeah, when they remaster the game in like 5 or 6 years and it actually runs at a stable 1080p.
Enhanced graphics.
Yeah.
Actual 1080p.
Actual graphics.
On a Nintendo product. What, are you on drugs?
In 5 years, yeah. When 8K is the norm. That's when Nintendo's going to make proper 1080p game.
HD potatoes!
I don't know, Tyler, you care at all about No More Heroes? Not even a little bit.
I mean, yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a lot about it. It looks like there's a cult following to it. I've never played it. I don't have an opinion on it.
Yeah, the No More Heroes games are all really interesting and goofy, and I like them for that reason. You know, it's like they took almost like they did a really unique take on the action kind of button like almost kind of like a God of War style thing, right?
Like a hack and slash.
Yeah, like a hack and slash, like a DMC meets God of War style thing, where it's like, yeah, you fight a bunch of enemies in a third person action game and a hack and slash, and it has that Suda 51 charm of like, there's all this fourth wall breaking and really goofy dialogue that's
the characters.
Yeah, that's all really shrouded in metaphors and really like almost hard to follow monologues that break from the world of the game and kind of put no context into anything that's going on in the environment, but at the same time it's interesting because you're like watching a car crash happen in front of you. So yeah, like I don't know, that entire sequence I just described where Travis literally looks at this guy and goes, "Yeah, just hang out with me sometime," and then he leaves. I don't know, and then he starts doing a Shakespearean monologue in the camera. Like, that doesn't make any sense, but it's very No More Heroes, so I'm not surprised. Yeah.
They couldn't even make it look good on a Switch.
Oh.
No, they didn't have to. It's fine.
Like, I beg to disagree.
Yeah, no, it's whatever. I don't know.
You could have just made you could have just remastered 2 and 1, You mean like you did?
Yeah. I mean, 1 and 2 ran like hot garbage on the Wii, so I'm not surprised that 3 runs like hot garbage now, because all the games have traditionally
But it also
at
looks
launch.
like hot garbage. Something that even runs like it. It looks like dick.
Yeah, and that's why I said, like, again, like, if I remember now, because playing on the Wii, the first No More Heroes, it looked like dick, but when they remastered it for Switch now, it looks a lot better. So I'm just waiting for them to remaster it in 5 years, and it looks better.
Yeah, but like, I don't know, man. It also doesn't really seem like they added a lot to the game, which.
There seems to be a lot. I mean, actually, no. I'm lying when I say that. From what I've heard,
Immediately
yeah,
take it back.
no, because I know.
Wait, no, there's a lot. Wait, no, I lied.
No, because like, so No More Heroes 2 took out the open world, and No More Heroes 3 they brought it back and they expanded it a lot. And then instead of continuing on the combat that expansions that 2 did, they kind of brought it back to basics with this game. So I'm assuming that it's just going to be kind of like the tried and true No More Heroes gameplay that was in the first game, which, I mean, I think I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Just because it's been like over a decade since we've gotten the last game, so.
I don't know, man. I want a little bit more. I'd still want more shit added. I get it's been over a decade and we want a new No More Heroes game, but like, what did they add to improve on the formula they already have?
I don't know yet. I think there are new playable characters. I think you can play as Bad Girl, but I'm not completely confirmed on that. I think I heard that, but I don't know. Like, you could briefly play, because I know you could play as Shinobu in 2, very briefly. Yeah. So I don't know if they let you play as like all like Shinobu, Bad Girl, and Travis in this game. I don't know though, but from what I've heard, I mean, I'm hearing different things, so I don't know. I haven't played the game to figure it out myself yet, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still reading more reviews. Like,
yeah,
it's divisive.
Yeah, some people are saying it's good, some people are saying it's mid. You know, like, so.
I haven't seen a lot of people call it bad though, not like trash.
I mean,
like
yeah,
mid or good.
Yeah, which, I mean, that's come to be expected with a Suda 51 game at this point, so I'm not super surprised. But yeah, so I guess there's one last thing to really talk about today, and that's Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl.
The ringer.
Yeah, buddy. They put 2 characters, one of which we were fully expecting, the other one people were speculating on the box art, because she was already, her foot was hanging out there. But Catdog, which we already kind of knew was coming because it leaked with the box art, and then April O'Neil, which some people apparently thought was going to be Dora the Explorer from the live-action Dora the Explorer movie, which I still don't understand.
Clean. That would have been clean if they put Dora in. Hold up, wait.
They haven't released the full cast yet.
Yeah, but I mean, so I mean, yeah, the Catdog looks pretty good. April O'Neil, they're putting her in like 2 games now after she's never been talked about for like decades. She's apparently in this and the Rise of Shredder arcade game for TMNT, right? Yeah, I think that's what it is. So yeah, I mean, I'm not. I can't say I'm surprised, but I am disappointed. So Catdog looks all right, but I don't know, they need to stop just showing like 20-second gameplay trailers of this game. They need to actually give us a full match. What?
40-second.
40-second, yeah, whatever. They need to give us a full match of the game, like viewable, to really dissect and see what the game is about. Because I'm sick of just seeing like these couple second trailers when the game is gonna drop apparently in a couple months. Like they still keep saying fall, but the retailers have leaked October 5th already. Like all of them pretty much have, which is what we've come to expect at this point. That and like, so apparently too, there was a trailer that they I think so. There's like a conspiracy theory. I should start with this going around that they're trying to like force people to speculate on the game by pretending to leak things. So like for example, they pretended like the box art leak that happened months ago was a leak, when it really wasn't a leak, because there's no way it could have been a leak if they silhouetted the characters already to try to hide who they were, but then was like, oh, we shouldn't have released that, and replaced it with a new generic box art. Like they made that box art specifically to hide who the characters were. They wanted people to start guessing on who was in the game based on the box art, with the silhouettes and everything. So whatever. And then right before Gamescom happened, the day before, to keep this in mind, they were supposed to announce it, they dropped a trailer and then immediately privated it, which doesn't make any sense. So, like, if they're going to pretend like they leaked a trailer, why would they just do it the day beforehand of the announcement? Like, that doesn't... It's literally just announcing that you have an announcement, which doesn't... Like, why you're not going to drop the trailer the day of, because that's when the announcement happens. Doesn't make any sense. So I mean, like, I don't know, like it seems like they're intentionally trying to get people to like speculate on things by pretending to leak things, and it's kind of not working out too well, especially when they haven't shown the fucking game in action. But they pretty much have shown off that there are 8 characters overall that were yet to be unveiled before April, Neil, and Catdog were in. So now there's 6 characters left, 4 or 5 of which we already know about. So that leaves with like 1 character that we don't know about yet. So yeah.
Wait, who are the 4 or 5 that people know already?
So Ren and Stimpy were on the box art, but we don't know if we're going to get Ren and Stimpy, or Ren and Stimpy as 1 character or as 2. Yeah, we don't know if we're, or the Ice Climbers. We don't know if that's going to be like them as 1 character or them as 2.
Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, or Banjo-Kazooie.
Nuts and bolts.
There is Aang and Korra from Legend of Korra and Last Airbender, which every character seems to have a stage associated with them. So there is a Legend of Korra stage in the game, and there is a Last Airbender stage in the game too. So because like every character so far has a stage associated with them, minus Reptar. But people are saying that they probably want to save the Reptar stage for later, because it probably is going to have the babies from Rugrats in it.
It's going to be France.
Yeah.
It's going to be France.
It could, yeah, it's probably going to be France. And like, you know, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have 3 stages. They have 3 characters. You know, there's 1 stage for Invader Zim. There's 1 stage for Helga. There's 1 stage for, there's 3 stages for the SpongeBob character. So there's already enough stages for characters, and they pretty much have confirmed that the character size and the stage size are going to correlate. So every character is going to have its individual stage. So there are those ones that we already know about. And then there was, oh my god, there was 1 more character I can't think of off the top of my head that we pretty much know is going to be in the game. Oh my god, it's going to kill me that I don't remember this. I don't know. Do you guys have any opinions while I look up what this character is again?
So April O'Neil, who the hell cares? Catdog looking kind of clean.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to see like an actual like you said, Zach, like an actual match.
Yeah.
Like it could be even the developer. Like if it's like all the characters are officially announced, and then everything comes out, and then they do like an hour live stream of just the developers going through like some matches, so that you see how it plays, maybe talk about it a little, like just some stuff like that. Like everything else, like they could be announcing all these characters, but if your game's kind of just plays like stiff ass, or if it looks good in the trailers, but then you play it and it's like you can't do a bunch of the stuff that like Smash has already set into place. Like enough of the stuff that's like the game's kind of lackluster. It's like you didn't have something to look at to make your game on, and you made a game, or you just refuse to look at other games that are like it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I don't know. They need to pull out all the stops. Those last 2 characters better be fucking doozies.
Yeah, so they So yeah, they announced. Yeah, so I thought of another character, but there actually wasn't another one. So it's Ren and Stimpy, um, fucking Aang and Korra, and now there are two or three more characters that could be speculated on based on that. So because we don't know if Ren and Stimpy are going to be characters, one character or two. So people are assuming that because of like they might be focusing on shows that have gotten revivals in the last couple of years, because Invader Zim got that Netflix movie, Ren and Stimpy got a movie, I'm pretty sure. So people are saying there might be like Rocco from Rocco's Modern Life, because he also that got a movie not too long ago, as one of the characters. I could totally see that. And then people are also saying, because they did a popularity poll on like online for what characters they wanted to see in the game, and the top of the popularity poll, if I recall, one sec, had like, I mean, obviously like Hugh Neutron, Jimmy Neutron,
Carl
Timmy Turner, and I think the number one was actually Jenny Wakeman from My Life as a Teenage Robot.
Really?
Yes, that was the number one character. Oh, and Otis from the Barnyard series and Kappa Mikey. Those were the top. Those were the, yeah.
Wait, Oh my God, Barnyard's Nickelodeon. Biggie Cheese can be. Oh my fucking God.
It's all about Chrome.
That's gonna be an assist trophy. Biggie Cheese
assist trophy. I didn't realize that that Avatar stage was actually shown off in the Catdog trailer. I didn't realize that.
Yes, that was. So they definitely have an Avatar and a Korra stage in there too, both of which have been shown off. But yeah, I mean, there's El Tigre was also like top 4 in that fan poll.
Really?
Yeah.
El Tigre?
The devs have come out too and said like they were looking at that poll and they're like, oh, interesting. And they said that they're in talks about something, so people are speculating that they're going to do DLC now if they get the green light from Nickelodeon. They also confirmed that they had no restrictions on characters in this game, and it was all based on like they approached Nickelodeon with what characters they were going to put in, and Nickelodeon either gave them the green light or told them to start over. So it wasn't like they had a quota or they were told you got to add in this many type of characters. They literally just did what they wanted to. With that being said, one of the devs also came out and mentioned something about like how he, for undisclosed reasons or reasons he can't discuss, he finally learned how to pronounce badminton. And people are saying that I don't know, people are fucking conspiracy theorizing as fuck with this game, and they're saying it might be because they're putting in Jenny Wakeman because she uses a gigantic badminton in the show. In My Life as a Teenage Robot. So, I mean, I would be cool with that. I'd be cool with Jenny Wakeman in the game. That'd be a fun character.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, she definitely fit.
Oh, wait. There was also one other character they were talking about, like, as being in the game, which I could actually totally see now that I think about it. Tom, you're going to love this too. One of the characters that is very popular that Nickelodeon actually owns the rights to now is Garfield.
Let's fucking go!
I heard him start screaming seconds before I picked up on the mic.
Let's go!
So yeah, they own Garfield, so that could very well be like that last character we don't know about.
We could get Garfield, we could get John, we could get Odie, Nermal, Garfield's girlfriend I don't remember the name of. We could get any Garfield character. Man! Glorious thing.
Garfield was the 5th most popular character in the fan poll, so...
Yeah, we're gonna get Garfield. His ultimate better be just him eating lasagna and vomiting at people.
You better be driving a go-kart like Wario does.
Yeah, that better. Wait, no, you're right. That better be his ultimate.
But they also made note that like there are characters from oh my god, what is that studio? The studio that helped make, oh, what's it called? Like Jimmy Neutron and Fairly Odd Parents and My Life as a Teenage Robot, that like all of those characters have been absent from recent Nickelodeon games, so there's a legal struggle of getting them, but they also confirmed that that's not the case too, so I don't even know. Like, but people are saying that might be the case. One thing to note is that there's a they announced that it's because there are three stages, or there are different stages per character. Each one has its own stage. Some stages are going to be modeled specifically after Smash Brothers stages, and are going to be tournament viable. So like Korra's stage is like Final Destination. The Channel 6 stage of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is like Smashville without hazards. There's the SpongeBob stage. The Jellyfish Field is like Smashville with hazards. There's one stage that looks like Battlefield. Like they're pretty much modeling the stages after Smash Brothers competitive stages. So
Nothing.
yeah. And the Discord for the game has like a bunch of emotes correlating to different characters that aren't in the game yet. And one of someone who says they know about the game posted a bunch of emotes claiming that these characters aren't going to be in the game. So like there's Mr. Meaty emotes. So they posted that as if Mr. Meaty's not going to be in. But unsurprisingly, there's a shit ton of Garfield emotes in there, in that Discord. A shit ton of Garfield emotes. A bunch of fucking Legend of Korra emotes, stuff like that. So I don't know, man. It seems like some of these characters are already figured out. Yeah. Oh my god. One of the emotes though is fucking Timmy Turner's dad. If they put Timmy Turner's dad in the game, that'd be the weirdest thing ever. This is where I put my final smash if I had one.
Wait, that means they would doing all. When was the last time you won a Smash tournament?
Ran you born?
This is where I put my Smash tournament trophy if I had one.
Yeah, I won again. Dinkelberg.
Skeet from Jimmy Neutron is also an emote on this list.
No, dude.
It's Salt.
Yeah. Dude, imagine the amount of people after you win or after you fucking kill someone. No, dude. It's Salt. Jesus.
Like, I really do hope they do like assist trophies or like items in this game so that like the deconfirmed characters can at least live in like some light beyond the playable status. Like if they put Skeet as an assist trophy, yeah. I mean, I would be fine even if they just like if they couldn't fit Hugh Neutron, if they put him in as an assist trophy or something, you know, that'd be pretty funny too. So
time I sat on a banana, that changed my life.
Can we fight on Taco Shack? Hold on.
Oh shit! Wait, have you ever seen Taco Shack in the show?
No, that's why it'll be the first time.
Taco Shack. Taco Shack.
Inside on Taco Shack shit.
Taco Shack.
Can we get Donut Boy as an assist trophy?
Donut Boy.
Who's the super cool cop? It always gets the bad guy. Donut Boy. That's me.
One of the last things too that was briefly confirmed by this trailer is that there are alternate costumes for characters too. Like Lincoln Loud has like an alternate costume from his show. I don't remember what it is specifically though. So like that's literally like a different costume based on a something he wore in one of the episodes. So I think people are expecting that like certain characters are going to get alternate costumes. One of the devs apparently in a leaked DM said that Doodle Bob's in the game, so people are saying that SpongeBob might have a Doodle Bob outfit. You know, we might get other character outfits too, depending on things from the show. Is there any, based on any of the characters we already have, are there any outfits you'd want to see the characters wear, like that would make things interesting?
If we get Courage, we gotta get Courage in Just His Bones.
Courage?
Courage isn't Nickelodeon.
Cartoon Network.
Yeah, it's Cartoon
You heard
Network.
what I said.
You're right. No, wait, hold on. Hold on. I need to see the whole roster.
We need to get Patricia as a Patrick Star outfit.
Hold on. Let me look up the roster.
We need to get Patar Fui Fui.
Let's Squad.
Oh yeah, we need the Pattern Squad. We the fucking.
Oh yeah, if they do Caveman SpongeBob, dude, and put it in, that'd be the memeiest thing ever. Oh, I'm so
Yeah,
down
that
for
would be
that.
top kick.
Sponge car, fweep.
Patar, fui. I feel like the Mutant Ninja Turtles that are in the game need like contemporary skins from the newer cartoons.
Yeah, no, actually, that's in the banner art on Twitter on the official page. They have like the newer design of Leonardo up there, so people are saying that there's likely going to be like new Turtles costumes and old Turtles costumes. So I could see that too.
So they need to have Helga's one. They need to have bald Helga.
Bald Helga, yeah.
Bald Helga. What was the name of the kid from Invader Zim? The guy who's like, oh, he's an alien. You gotta believe me. Yeah, they would need him to be an alt of Zim.
Oh, they need to put Zim's human form in there too.
Yeah.
Just give him the
hair.
Just give him the hair. That's it. That's fine. Yeah.
Let's see. Sandy. Fuck. If Sandy Cheeks could just get an echo of her, but from the winter when she's fat and like buff, give her an echo fighter.
Oh, dirty
Like to say
Dan.
it's really heavy.
Give us the dirty
the fat
Dan.
one's gonna play like Bowser.
No.
Yeah, you shield and you side B.
If Zim gets a human costume too, we need to get Gur in the fucking dog outfit. Because Gur is part of his moveset, so like he needs to have Gur in the human outfit. They need to do that. That'd be great. But yeah.
I feel like you need to do Nigel Thornberry in a leopard skin thong. That needs to happen. Because I think that was a thing that was in the show.
Was a thing. Wait. That was a thing that needs to happen.
That needs to happen. Smashing. Me to my wife.
Okay.
If I had one, like Swing Scoop.
Oh my god.
Dude, the possibilities are.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like people are gonna. I think this game is definitely getting more attention than the devs or Nickelodeon had ever thought it would get at this point. And so I'm gonna maybe set my expectations back a little bit in hopes that the game, because I don't think the game's gonna be as big as everyone wants it to be. Because they only said 22 characters. They only said 22 stages, and that's not a whole lot. So I'm really like gonna set my expectations back and wait to see what happens with it.
I think the devs knew exactly, like the traffic that they're getting now. I think they expected that exactly.
I think it almost sounds like, yeah, dude, it almost sounds like they perpetuated themselves.
Smash dropped their Nicktoons. So it brings, like, it's Nicktoons and a Smash game. Smash community's kind of dead and gone. So now I need a new game. Oh, there's another Smash type game, and it has Nicktoon characters that I've grown up on. And all the kids are like, oh, it's a new Nicktoon game, and you can play it on more than one console. The traffic that they're getting, they definitely expected.
Yeah, I mean,
if not, then they're just idiots.
Yeah,
they created this traffic. They helped create this traffic like 100%.
I mean, yeah, 100%. I just mean more so like the game itself definitely doesn't look like this big AAA experience type game that's gonna blow the
No, it looks like Slap City, but with Nickelodeon characters.
Which is why I think like if this goes really well, we could see a longer life for this game, or hopefully they just release a second one around the corner. That has a higher budget than this game, like. So yeah.
You guys ready for the Marvel Smash game?
No. I think that's called Marvel vs. Capcom.
Oh no! Don't make the Marvel vs. Capcom fans mad, dude.
Marvel vs.
What do you mean
Capcom Smash?
If they drop a Marvel Smash game before they drop Marvel vs. Capcom 4, there's going to be a riot. People are going to burn down cities.
Well, good thing Capcom doesn't give a shit. So
plus if they make a Marvel Smash game too, you already know that shit's gonna play like Brawl but in molasses. So because they're going to get everything right.
Brawl was one of the best Smashes when it came out.
Brawl is the worst Smash game easily.
Whoa, hey, you say that like 64 didn't happen.
The worst Smash game easily, dude.
True. Yeah, Brawl's the worst fucking.
It's the only one they felt the need to try to mod and fix 3 times now. 3 times.
Excuse me, Project M?
Yeah, that was Brawl.
I thought Project M was
No, Project M was Brawl.
Oh yeah, Project M was Brawl made to be like Melee. Yeah.
Project M was the first one, then they dropped the second one, and actually now there's Project Plus, which is them rebooting Project M, which Nintendo just shut that down in any tournament. They can't play that now. Nintendo was like, we can't do it. And now Riptide is, which is the next big event that's happening for Smash tournaments, is been like, yep, we can't put this event at our series anymore. And it's probably going to happen for every major Smash tournament again. So RIP the Smash Brothers community, and RIP Nintendo, your dickheads.
Again.
Yes, again.
It's almost like
this was.
They don't give a shit about people who play their game.
It's like they're too rich to care.
It's almost like they hope the people that play their game have a bad time.
Mm-hmm.
Except the people who are, simple-minded and play the game like it was intended to be played as like a party game, like.
Okay, wait. Hold up. Someone just shared this on Twitter. We need to end the podcast on this. All right, you guys look at Twitter right now. No. So it's like you have $15. And you have to build your dream PlayStation 2 collection.
Hold on. I'm about to rip it. Oh, it's Oxgod? Dude, Oxgod has okay, wait, hold up, wait. You have 15. Why is Kingdom Hearts in fucking $5 tier? What the fuck? Wait, there's so many bangers in this list.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Streets 2 is $5.
Streets 2 is $1?
SSX Tricky. Yo.
You tell me Need for Speed Underground 2 is $2?
All right.
Who's the crabhead? NCAA Football 14 is above Need for Speed Who's the crackhead?
Pick your shit right now.
So I got $15. Fuck, man. So I don't need 5 games. I just need to spend the $15.
Yes.
Right? All right, so I'm getting Kingdom Hearts 1.
All of us are bringing Kingdom Hearts 1 on that list.
Kingdom Hearts 1, absolutely.
So that's $5 down, so it's more like $10.
Okay, I'm putting SSX Tricky.
Yeah.
So I've used $8.
Yeah.
So that means I have $7
Streets
left.
2, though. Streets 3 was better.
Like, I don't want to put Street 2 just because it's $1, but Street 2 is really fucking good.
I mean, you got 7, so I guess unless you're gonna do another 5 and a 2, then.
So I'm gonna do Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition because that is probably the best racing game I've fucking played. Fight Night Round 3. Fight Night Round 3, easy. Oh wait, no, it needs to be $3. It needs to be $3. Fuck. God damn it, dude.
Just choose Tekken, dude.
I guess I'm going OG
Tekken Tag Tournament. That's Tekken Tag Tournament.
Tekken Tag Tournament on that one. Dude, there's so many good PS2 games. What the fuck? Dude, why does Oxgod have to do this shit to me?
So Tyler, what's your
I got Kingdom Hearts,
mm-hmm.
SSX,
mm-hmm.
Metal Gear Solid.
Okay, yeah, Snake Eater's on there. Yep.
Streets 2, Final Fantasy 10.
You really put
I mean, no, I can respect it.
Oh, wait, shoutouts. He realized that NCAA 14 wasn't even a fucking PS2 game. What a dick.
Well, RIP. But yeah, so Kingdom Hearts is on mine for sure. I got GTA Vice City on there for sure. Oh, so many hours dumped into that shit, dude.
That's $9.
That's $9, yep. Simpsons Hit and Run, 110% Simpsons Hit and Run.
Yep.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Spider-Man, the Spider-Man 2 game, and Metal Gear Solid, Snake Eater.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay. Wait.
I think that's 15, right? Because 4...
wait, no. So you did Kingdom Hearts, which is 5. Vice City, which is 4, so that's 9.
10.
And then you did Simpsons Run, that's 10. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, that's 11.
Spider-Man's 12, and then Metal Gear Solid's 15. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so it's 15. Because Metal Gear Solid, yeah.
Math is hard. Math is hard.
It makes me want to go back and play Metal Gear Solid 3.
Yeah, dude.
Bro, I want to go back and play Kingdom Hearts.
That too.
I just want to go back.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Hold on, wait. Is Kingdom Hearts the greatest PS2 game? The best PS2 game?
Kingdom Hearts 2 is.
Shit, that did come out through. All right, yeah. You're right,
That's just more expensive than any of these games, so they can't put it on here.
Yeah, that was a $10 game.
It's a $15 selection right there.
That was the one selection you can make.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Podcasts. Woo.
Oh, what about Tom?
Tom did
I already
it.
said that.
Yeah.
I was the first person to go. Wait,
I
where
thought
was
I thought you were still
Battlefront 2 on
choosing.
that?
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
They put NCAA 14. NCAA Football 14, which wasn't a PS2 game, but they didn't even put fucking Star Wars Battlefront 2. Over the Warriors. The Warriors? Over fucking Scarface, my dude. Alright? Over NBA
Dragon Ball
Live
Z
2005.
Budokai? The original Budokai.
Bruh.
The original Budokai. Oh.
Yeah. That's what I mean, bro.
They could have done the ones with the expanded rosters. No, they just did original Budokai.
Exactly. Star Wars Battlefront 2, put that shit on that list. Oxford, you fucked up. You fucked up, mate.
You fucked up. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, podcast. Woo. Any closing thoughts on today's podcast?
There wasn't a lot of pack smoking today. I was pretty proud of you guys for not doing that. Yeah, that's about it.
Tyler.
I mean, I just hope all these things that they showed are actually good. I'm sick and tired of these games being hyped up and then they come out and it's like, this $30 game
is mid.
Charge $60.
Yeah. These games end up all being mid as shit. Not fun at all. Yeah. I mean, all I know for a fact is that Sonic Colors is very mid, and maybe all these games will be like Sonic Colors.
He said it.
So.
It was a matter of time, folks. He said it.
Well, I'm just gonna eventually end up reviewing Sonic Colors on my YouTube channel as a meme. Like, it's just gonna happen. It's just gonna be a thing.
After Blue Dragon Part 3, right? After Blue Dragon Part 3, right?
Blue Dragon Part 3 will come
next week, right?
When I'm ready for it.
I didn't ask you when you're ready. So next week, right?
Not next week, no. Sooner.
Do the funny monkey.
Do the funny monkey.
Listen, you're a YouTuber now. Nobody cares what you want. Upload the video.
You do this for our pleasure.
Yeah.
We pay $5.
Okay, yeah. Podcast over. Blue Dragon Part 3 coming out whenever. Yeah, okay, bye.